Hello everyone, welcome back to the Story Fact channel. Please subscribe and like my videos because today's story is one that you will never forget. This is not just a story, this is a true event that will touch your heart, move you to tears, and make you believe again that kindness and courage still exist in this world. Please sit back, relax, and let me take you on this journey. It all began in a small quiet town, the kind of town where life is slow. The air smells of earth after rain, and children still play outside until the sun sets. The streets were narrow and dusty, lined with small houses built close together, each one with its own little garden or chickens running around. In this town lived a boy named Sam. He was 12 years old, with a thin frame, brown hair that never stayed combed, and bright curious eyes that seemed to notice everything around him. Sam's life was not easy. His father had passed away when he was only 6, leaving behind just his mother to raise him. She worked as a cleaner, washing clothes, and scrubbing floors for neighbors to earn enough to buy food. Their house was a small one-room place at the edge of town, with a leaky tin roof that made loud noises whenever it rained. There were nights when they went to sleep hungry, but Sam's mother always told him, "As long as we have each other, we will survive." Sam believed her. Sam was known in the neighborhood as a helpful boy. He fetched water for old neighbors, helped carry bags from the market, and shared whatever little food he had with his friends. He didn't have toys like other children, but he had imagination. He would sit outside at night, staring at the stars, dreaming of a better life, dreaming that one day he would do something great. One cold winter morning, while on his way to school, Sam heard a faint sound. It was so soft he almost thought it was the wind, but then it came again, a tiny whimper, like a cry. He stopped walking and listened carefully. The sound was coming from a narrow alley between two abandoned houses. He hesitated for a moment. The alley was dark, and his school was waiting, but his heart told him to go look. When Sam stepped into the alley, his breath caught. There, lying on a pile of wet trash, was a tiny puppy. Its fur was muddy, its ribs stuck out, and it was shivering so hard that its little body looked like it would break. Its eyes were open but dull, as if it had almost given up hope. Sam felt something deep inside him. He slowly bent down, picked up the puppy, and held it close to his chest. "Don't worry, little one," he whispered softly, "you're safe now." The puppy licked his hand weakly as if saying thank you. Sam quickly took off his school sweater, wrapped the puppy in it, and hurried home. When he got home, his mother was surprised to see him. "Sam, why are you back so soon? And what's this?" she asked, pointing at the bundle in his arms. Sam carefully unwrapped the sweater and showed her the puppy. "I found him in the alley. He's so weak, Mom. Please, can we keep him? I'll take care of him, I promise." His mother sighed deeply. "Sam, we can barely afford to feed ourselves. How will we feed a dog?" she asked gently. But Sam's eyes filled with tears. "Please, Mom, he has no one else. If we leave him out there, he will die." His mother looked at the puppy, then at her son. She saw how much he cared. After a moment, she nodded. "All right, but you must take full responsibility for him." Sam's face lit up with joy. He quickly bathed the puppy with warm water, dried him with an old towel, and fed him a small piece of bread soaked in milk. The puppy wagged its tail weakly and then curled up near the fire. Sam smiled. "I'll call you Lucky," he whispered. From that day forward, Lucky became Sam's best friend. Wherever Sam went, Lucky followed. He waited outside the school gate every day until Sam came out. At night, he slept beside Sam, keeping him warm. Lucky was more than just a dog, he was family. For the first time since his father's death, Sam felt truly happy. But happiness didn't last forever. A few months later, Sam's mother fell sick. At first, it was just a small fever, but soon she became too weak to get out of bed. She could no longer work, and their money ran out. Days passed without proper food. Sam could see his mother getting weaker, and it scared him. He knew he had to do something. After school one day, he went to the local grocery shop and asked the shopkeeper for work. The shopkeeper, an old man with kind eyes, saw the desperation in Sam's face and agreed to let him work for a few coins each day. Sam cleaned the shop, stocked shelves, and carried heavy sacks for customers. It was hard work for a 12-year-old boy, but he never complained. Every coin he earned went into buying medicine for his mother and food for Lucky. Some nights, Sam went to bed hungry because there wasn't enough food for everyone. He would secretly give his share to Lucky, whispering, "You need your strength, buddy." Lucky would lick his face as if to say thank you. One rainy evening, as Sam was walking home, he saw a man sitting by the roadside, completely drenched, shivering from the cold. His clothes were torn, and he looked weak. People passed by without stopping. Sam hesitated for a moment. He had only one loaf of bread for dinner, but his heart wouldn't let him walk away. He went up to the man. "Sir, are you all right?" he asked. The man looked up with tired eyes and shook his head. "I haven't eaten in 2 days," he said in a weak voice. Without another word, Sam handed him the bread. "Here, please eat," he said. The man looked shocked. "Why are you helping me?" he asked. "Because you need it more than I do," Sam replied. What Sam didn't know was that this man was Mr. James, a successful businessman from the nearby city who had been robbed and stranded in town. The next day, after finding help, Mr. James returned to look for Sam. He found him at the grocery shop and followed him home. When Mr. James met Sam's mother and heard their story, he was moved. He offered Sam's mother a job at his company. It wasn't a big job, but it paid enough to cover their needs and buy proper food. For the first time in months, Sam and his mother felt relief. Life slowly improved. They repaired the roof, bought better clothes, and even got Lucky a new red collar. Sam's mother regained her strength, and Sam could focus on school again. Things were finally looking better, but life wasn't done testing them yet. One night, a fire broke out at the town's market. The flames spread quickly from one shop to another. The air was filled with smoke. People were screaming, running, trying to save their belongings. Sam was returning from the store when he saw the smoke and heard cries for help. He then heard an old woman's voice calling out. She was trapped inside her house next to the market. Without thinking twice, Sam ran into the burning house. The smoke burned his eyes, his throat hurt, but he kept calling out until he found the woman lying on the floor. He lifted her onto his back and stumbled out of the house just moments before the roof collapsed. The neighbors gasped, then cheered. Some cried. They all gathered around Sam and the old woman. That night, Sam became the hero of the town. News spread quickly. Local journalists came to interview him. People from nearby towns sent donations to help rebuild the market and support the victims. Sam had not only saved a life, he had inspired everyone around him. Years passed. Sam grew into a strong young man. Thanks to Mr. James, he got a scholarship to study veterinary medicine. He wanted to dedicate his life to helping animals like Lucky. He studied hard, graduated, and opened a small veterinary clinic in his town. Lucky grew old but remained by Sam's side. When Lucky finally passed away peacefully, Sam planted a tree in the center of town in his memory. Under the tree, he placed a small sign that read, "In memory of Lucky who taught us kindness." That tree became a gathering place for everyone. Children played under its shade, neighbors sat there in the evenings, and every year the town celebrated a day of kindness to remember the story of Sam and Lucky. Sam's story spread far beyond the town. People shared it in nearby cities, and soon it became a story of hope for thousands. One small act of kindness, saving a tiny puppy, had changed so many lives, and that is why this true story will melt your heart. Because it reminds us that even in a world full of problems, there are still people like Sam who choose kindness, who choose to care. Sometimes all it takes is one moment, one choice, one brave act to change the course of many lives. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today. And don't forget to subscribe to Story Fact Channel for more inspiring true stories that remind you the world is still full of good people.